Hello friends, welcome to the module number 4 of molecular symmetry. At last module we have completed the symmetry element Cn, that is proper axis of rotation, completely, and we have taken various example for this. Come to the next symmetry element, that is plane of symmetry, or it is also called as the mirror plane, and which is abbreviated by a sigma. Now let me tell you what do you mean by plane of symmetry. First of all, let me remind you, we have seen the three basic parameters by using which the 5 symmetry elements are designed. Among that three, one was the point, another was the line, and the third one was the plane. Line, we have used it while understanding the Cn principal axis. Now in order to understand the plane of symmetry or mirror plane, for this we need to use this third parameter, that is plane. What do you mean by plane of symmetry or mirror plane? Suppose in a molecule, suppose we have H2 molecule, 2 hydrogen atoms at two ends of a linear geometry. Suppose in a molecule we can pass a plane which can divide the molecule into two equal halves. Then we can say that the plane of symmetry is present in that molecule. Means what? See, this is the H2 element, H2 molecule. There are the 2 hydrogen atoms at two ends of a line. If we pass a plane, it is simple a mirror plane, as we use the mirror. Suppose we pass that plane mirror from the center of this molecule, what kind of reflection you can get on either side of the molecule? You can see same reflection on either side of the plane. Means we can say that the H2 contains mirror plane. So in more proper language, we can define the mirror plane or plane of symmetry, that if in a molecule there exists a plane which bisects the molecule into two equal halves. I will draw the diagram again. What is plane of symmetry? If in a molecule there exists a plane which can bisect the molecule into two equal halves, then we can say that the molecule possesses plane of symmetry or mirror plane. Whatever image we can get, they will be the mirror images of each other. Means after passing the plane, whatever reflection we can get on either side of the plane, this reflection is the mirror images of each other. Look at the next example for obtaining the plane of symmetry. Let's take the same example again as we have taken to find out the rotational axis. Now in this molecule, of course we have seen the rotational axis earlier, but now in this molecule today we have to find out the plane of symmetry. Means what? Means we have to find out that does this molecule contain such a plane which can divide the molecule into two equal halves. Now as the BF3 molecule is having trigonal planar geometry, it is absolutely symmetrical geometry. The trigonal planar geometry is so symmetrical in nature that just after looking to the molecule, soon you can observe the plane that is passing through this molecule. Now suppose this is BF3 molecule fluorine 1, second fluorine, third fluorine. If I pass the plane, now this you have to consider as the plane. As the plane is invisible on white background, I will pass the plane like this only. Suppose I pass the plane like this, means which passes through fluorine 1 and the central boron atom. As the plane is passing through these two atoms, they will not change their position. The fluorine on this side will get reflected over this. Actually, none of the molecule is going to change their position in mirror plane, but this fluorine atom is going to reflect over this fluorine atom. Now in this BF3 molecule, I have passed the plane which is passing through fluorine 1 and the central boron atom. When you will pass the plane from here, these two atoms will remain at its place, and this molecule will, the image of this atom will appear here, and the image of this fluorine will appear here. Means, as I have told you already, you will get the mirror images of each other. So after passing the mirror here, the fluorine will show its image here and this F3 will show its image over here, and hence the mirror image that we will get after passing the plane from here will be like this. See, F1 are at its own place, boron is at its place. Over the F3, F2 will show its image, so here I have written F2, and at the place of F2, F3 will show its image, so I have written F3 here. Don't get confused. Passing the mirror plane is simply, you can consider that keeping a mirror on this molecule in this way. As we saw ourselves in the mirror, similarly you have to take one such mirror, keep it in horizontal position like this. What you can see, after keeping the mirror over here, the image of this will appear here and the image of this fluorine will appear over here. Same diagram I have written on this side. Now this is the one way I have passed the mirror plane. Is there any another way by which you can pass the mirror plane in this BF3 molecule? Yes, of course. As I have passed the plane from F1 and boron, similarly we can pass the second mirror plane from F2 and boron. See, can you see this F2 and boron like this? And then third way, I can pass the mirror plane from passing from F3 and boron. So I can say this is the first plane I have passed from F1 and boron. If I pass the plane from F2 and boron, tell me what will be the position of fluorine atoms here. How I am passing the plane? From F2 and boron, means this fluorine will remain F2 as it is. After passing the mirror like this, the image of this fluorine will appear on this side. So this fluorine will become F1 and the image of this fluorine will appear on this side. So this will be F3. This is the second plane we have passed. Similarly, third plane I can pass from F3 and boron. That is the third plane. Now we are passing from third fluorine atom. What will be the numbers or position of fluorine atoms after passing the third plane? F3 will remain as it is because the plane is passing from that atom itself. F3. F1 will have its image on this side and this F2 will have its image on that side. So this fluorine I will label as F1 and this will have image here. So this fluorine I can label as F2. Again I will try to explain the mirror planes present in BF3 molecule by using these stick models. This is the BF3 molecule. This red one is boron atom at the center and these are the 3 fluorine atoms present at the trigonal side of this. And now suppose this is the plane. This is the fluorine 1, fluorine 2, fluorine 3. Suppose like this I am passing the mirror plane. Can you see the similar or exact reflection on either side of the mirror? Yes, means we can say that the mirror plane can be passed from here. Secondly, I am passing the mirror plane like this. Are you getting the same reflection on either side of the mirror? Yes, means we can say that the mirror plane can be passed in like this also. And third way, I can pass the mirror plane like this. Now also we are getting the same reflection on either side of the mirror. See, this is the condition for the mirror plane to be present ki after passing the mirror plane, the plane should divide the molecule in 2 equal halves and these 2 equal halves should be the mirror images of each other. This is the requirement or necessity of or condition for the mirror plane to be present in a molecule. Okay, so what do you mean by a plane? If a molecule possesses such a plane which can divide the molecule into 2 equal halves which are the exact mirror images of each other, then that molecule is said to possess a mirror plane. Now in symmetry there are 3 types of mirror plane. This sigma is of 3 types: sigma V, sigma H, sigma D. Sigma V is called as vertical plane or vertical mirror plane. Sigma H is called as horizontal plane and sigma D is called as dihedral plane. First of all, we will see sigma H and sigma V in detail. They are having their direct connection with the CN, that is principal axis. Okay, so these are the first two types of mirror planes: sigma V, that is vertical mirror plane; sigma H, that is horizontal mirror plane. If the plane that we are passing through the molecule, if it is parallel to principal axis, then that mirror plane will be called as sigma V. If we are passing a plane from the molecule which is parallel to principal axis, then it will be called as sigma V. If we are passing a plane through the molecule which is perpendicular to principal axis, then it is called as the horizontal plane. In short, you can remember like sigma V parallel and sigma H perpendicular to principal axis. While drawing the principal axis in the molecule, we have used a line. The principal axis is always shown by the line. Suppose from any molecule we are passing the principal axis like this, and plane we have shown by using any square plane. If this is the principal axis and this is the plane, if they are in such a position, then it is called as parallel. This and this, they both are parallel to each other. such a plane will be called as sigma v. And if we are passing the principal axis like this and the plane is passing like this, suppose this is principal axis and this is plane, they both are parallel to each other, so it is sigma v. Another way, if we are passing the principal axis like this and plane we are passing like this, what's the position? They both are perpendicular to each other. This is parallel position, this is perpendicular position. If the plane and the axis they are perpendicular to each other, then this plane will be called as sigma h. I am repeating once again. This is the position for sigma h, where principal axis and plane they are perpendicular to each other, and this position is called as parallel, where principal axis and plane they are parallel to each other. So this plane will become sigma v. Sigma h, sigma v. We'll take an example, particular example, so that you will get it in detail. We will take the same example again, BF3 molecule. In this I have told you about the three planes that we can pass like this, 1, 2 and 3. Now in what way we have passed the principal axis in this BF3 molecule? It was like this, passing through boron atom. And in what way we have passed the mirror plane? Like this. See, this was the principal axis we have passed, and along this axis the molecule was rotated. This fluorine, after first rotation here, after second rotation here, and after third rotation this fluorine has got its original position. So this is the principal axis along which we have rotated the molecule like this. And how we have passed the plane from this? It was first like this, means from this fluorine and boron, this was the plane first, this was the plane second, and this is the plane third. Now tell me the position of this principal axis and this plane with respect to each other. They both are parallel to each other. They are having the angle of 0 degree among them. Some of the students will get confused. They may get confused and they may say that it is the perpendicular position, because there seems to be the whole big plane and it is a single line. But no, you have to consider the angle among them. What's the angle between this line and this plane? It is 0 degree angle. So they two are parallel to each other. So in BF3 molecule, the plane that we have passed and the line, they are parallel to each other. As the plane is parallel to principal axis, hence this plane will be called as what? Sigma v. I am drawing the plane like this. This is what? Sigma v. Secondly, we have drawn the second plane like this. Principal axis, mirror plane. Again they two are also parallel to each other. So this plane that we can pass from second fluorine, it is also called as sigma v. Similarly, this principal axis and this third plane passing from third fluorine, they are also parallel to each other. So this plane is also called as sigma v. I have drawn two diagrams of BF3 molecule. In first BF3 molecule, I have shown the C2 axis, which is the subsidiary axis, having C2 fold of rotation. Principal axis in BF3 is having C3 fold of rotation that passes through only boron, but C2 axis we have passed like this, and it is called as the subsidiary axis. The place from where we can pass the C2 subsidiary axis, from the same place we can pass the plane also. And as this plane is we have passed the plane like this, as this plane is parallel to principal axis, hence we have referred it as the sigma V, that is vertical mirror plane. Similarly, as we have passed the second C2, from the same place we can pass the plane. See, axis will pass like this and plane will pass like this. Similarly, the place from where we have passed the third C2, and along this we have rotated the molecule in twofold direction like this. Okay, from the same place we have passed the third plane. Again, this third plane and this principal axis, they are parallel to each other, so this will also become the sigma V. In this way, in BF3 molecule there are present 3 C2s, which is the subsidiary axis, and there is present 3 sigma V's, means BF3 molecule contain 3 vertical mirror plane. Now again, there is present one more plane. Whenever we have a molecule which is two-dimensional planar in nature, then that molecule has this plane, which I am going to tell you. Now, I have drawn the same molecule BF3, but in another way. The central larger atom is the boron atom, and the other 3 smaller atoms are the fluorine atoms. We know that all the atoms are spherical in nature. So, boron atom is also one sphere. 3 fluorine atoms are also like a sphere. Whenever we have the planar geometry, we can pass the plane in such a way that this plane will pass from the midway of all the spherical molecule, and it will cut all the atoms or all the spheres in 2 equal halves. For the sake of understanding, I have tried to make these 2 atoms. This larger one is the boron atom, this is the fluorine, and you have to imagine, you can just consider ki like such 2 more fluorine atoms are present over here. The one way we have passed the plane like this. When we have passed the plane like this, that is which plane it is? It is sigma V. When we pass this sigma V, half of the image of boron atom get reflected over this another half image of same boron atom. Similarly, this complete fluorine atom will get reflected on this side. But, and like this, we have passed 3 sigma V's. 1, 2 and this 3. Fourth plane that is present in this BF3 molecule is like this, which when you pass this plane, it cuts all the 4 atoms. Which 4 atom? 1 boron atom and 3 fluorine atoms. So such 4 atoms. This plane cuts all the 4 atoms into their own 2 equal halves. Means when you pass the plane like this, that is like this, half of the boron is above the plane, half of the boron atom is below the plane, means they are having their mirror image on itself. Similarly, half of the portion of this fluorine is above the plane, half of the portion is below the plane. Means what? You are cutting the atoms like this. Okay, means everywhere there is the reflection of same atoms. Boron atom, half of the boron atom is getting reflected on itself, half of the fluorine atom is above the plane, half of the fluorine atom is below the plane. Means all the four atoms, they are having their own reflection. Means in short, you can say that when we pass the plane in this manner, it cuts all the four atoms into equal halves. Means all the atoms will have their mirror images with themselves. And tell me what's the position of this plane with respect to the principal axis. This is the principal axis we have passing through boron atom or penetrating through boron atom, and this another plane which cuts all the atoms into two equal halves we have passed like this. What is the angle between them? It is, here it is becoming the right angle triangle, means 90 degree. As the angle is 90 degree, they are perpendicular to each other. This is the plane and this is the principal axis. They are perpendicular to each other. Hence, this another plane which we have passed just now, I will label or I will draw this plane as like this. Means what? This is the plane which we are passing through the whole molecule. This is called as sigma h. Why it is sigma h? Because here the principal axis and the plane, they are perpendicular to each other. Hence this plane is called as the horizontal mirror plane. Again I am repeating all the four planes, or how many planes we have got in BF3 molecule. We have got 3 sigma V's and we have got 1 sigma H. In short, I am revising again. This is principal axis, first sigma V. What is the angle between these two? 0 degree. So parallel. Principal axis sigma 1 sigma V, principal axis first sigma V, principal axis second sigma V, principal axis third sigma V. Okay, and fourth one, principal axis and another plane called as sigma H because of the perpendicular position. I hope now it is well understood to you the difference between vertical mirror plane and the horizontal mirror plane. Vertical is parallel mirror plane and horizontal is the perpendicular mirror plane. In the next module, we'll find out the planes that is present in the water molecule. Before knowing the plane, you must know the principal axis present, because with respect to principal axis only we are going to compare the mirror plane, whether it is perpendicular or whether it is parallel. Hence, first you must be able to determine exact principal axis and then we can find out the plane. So we will take the plane present in water molecule. At next module